at Dallas from our affiliate KTVT. Near Pittsburgh, the heaviest snow is yet to come, but forecasters say some areas could see a foot of snow before the storm tapers off tomorrow. This is what people awakened to this morning in Austin, Texas. Ice and snow blanketing the city as the worst of the storm blew through the region overnight. In Florence, Alabama, first responders found themselves in need of help. Their fire truck slid off the ice-covered road. No one was hurt, and an industrial tow team was able to pull it free. In the South, freezing rain has been the big problem. This is Clarksville, Tennessee. The state has seen more than half an inch of ice, causing widespread power outages. Indeed, across the U.S. right now, more than 900,000 homes and businesses are without power. Tennessee makes up almost a third of that. We're following all these late-breaking developments of this very, very dangerous monster storm. CNN's Gloria Pazmino is on the scene for us in New York. Right now, CNN meteorologist Allison Chinchar is over at the CNN Weather Center. Let's begin with you, Gloria. What is New York experiencing right now?
Well, Wolf, I just want to show you very quickly. If we turn around right now, I know you're a Buffalo guy, but people are out here enjoying the conditions. This guy just strapped on his skis and is going for a walk in Central Park. And as you can see, there's a lot of people here. Even though I just spoke to Mayor Zohran Mamdani a few hours ago, and he was telling me he really is asking New Yorkers to stay inside. The reason for that is so that sanitation workers can get to work clearing the roads, cleaning up the sidewalks. So far, so good, he told me. The city has significantly increased the number of workers. Take a listen.
We had initially had 2,000 DSNY workers for every 12-hour shift. That's now gone up to 2,500 people per 12-hour shift. We're seeing a lot of their work in advance of the storm being critical in helping us meet this moment. We are frankly seeing too many New Yorkers still out on the roads. That's actually impeding the ability for sanitation to meet this moment. So the more people stay home, the more work our city workers can actually get done.
Well, also important here in New York City, the mayor announced earlier today that tomorrow the city schools, the public schools will be closed. The buildings will be closed, but students will be doing remote learning. That's big news for families and parents who, of course, need the time to be able to plan starting into the work week tomorrow. I also spoke to a handful of New Yorkers this morning, Wolf. You know, not much keeps people inside their home, and there's a lot of people trying to take in the scenery, trying to take in the storm, taking pictures, including one man who told me this morning he ran 7 miles. Take a listen.
Why not? I mean, this is beautiful. I feel like when it snows, everything kind of slows down. Everything's calm. The city gets quiet.
Looks like manageable right now.
Are you well prepared, fully stocked?
Yeah, we are. We did the grocery shopping. We got the car all taken care of, put in the garage.
It's crazy out here.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
You're sick of it?
Yeah.
Too cold?
Too cold.
So, Wolf, we are still expecting several more hours of snowfall, and the big question going into the evening will, of course, be the cleanup. A bit of a new test and a new challenge for this new administration from the new mayor, but so far so good from what we have been seeing around on the roads here in Manhattan. Wolf?
Energy companies across the country working to restore power after the storm sparked outages, like Adam said, for nearly 1 million customers. But how long is it going to take to get everything back up and running?
Our next guest is a spokesperson for Duke Energy, which provides power to 7.4 million customers in the Carolinas, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, and Florida. Jeff Brooks joins us now. Jeff, thank you so much for being here. Which have the hardest hit areas been when it comes to power outages? And give us a timeline on when you expect the lights to be turned back on.
Well, yesterday was an evolving day. We saw a lighter than expected number of outages at the start of the day, a lot of sleet mixed in with the freezing rain, which helped to reduce those accumulations and provided a little bit of benefits, especially from, say, Charlotte over toward the Triangle. But what we began to see as the afternoon progressed was a spike in outages west of Charlotte, kind of in the mountains, down in the upstate of South Carolina, Asheville area, Hendersonville. All these areas began to see large amounts of freezing rain as a second wave of moisture came through, and that drove a significant number of outages. We had at one point more than 50,000 customers out in that general area, which is a lot for where that is. We're looking at about a little less than 1,000 individual outage locations that'll have to be repaired. Our crews have been out as long as it's been safe to do so. So we did get a little bit of progress last night after the peak around 9:30. And today will be a really tough day, working very hard in some challenging geography, in some challenging ice conditions to get everybody back restored.
Jeff, you mentioned.
How long's it been then? We met about 8 years back.
Did I tell you? We start to a brand new week. We have our third Met Office named storm. That's Storm Chandra, which is affecting us Monday night and Tuesday, bringing strong winds, heavy rain, and inevitably impacts as well, particularly with travel. Now, of course, we are well into storm season, but there is a reason that we're getting such a particularly deep area of low pressure, which is, of course, all that a storm is a very deep area of low pressure. And it's all starting way out west, across the pond, and this is what's going on. We've got some unusually very cold conditions happening across the central parts of America at the moment. In Chicago, it is minus 15 degrees, so you can stop moaning about the temperatures. Minus 15 degrees there in Chicago. Compare that with the delightful 22 degrees in Miami, and this is much more of a temperature contrast than we would normally expect to see. Now, the jet stream, which is, of course, a conveyor belt of really fast-moving air that's around 100 miles wide and is right up 6 to 8 miles just on the edge of the troposphere, that temperature contrast has really boosted up and powered up that jet stream. And that jet stream acts as a sort of conveyor belt for our weather systems. And it moves incredibly fast. The speeds among it are incredible. And it's also, interestingly, the kind of height that aeroplanes fly at. So at the moment, if you are taking a transatlantic flight, you could find that that is going to be 30 to 60 minutes faster than you would normally expect. You're basically on Concorde, but for a cheaper price. Now, if we have a little look further across, you can see that that powered up jet stream zooming across the Atlantic. It's this that's encouraging the really deepening lows that we're getting at the moment. Now, as I say, the really deep lows are ones that we name as storms, but they are just basically areas of low pressure, but they give impact, and that's why they're named for public awareness. But it's that jet stream that's powered up by that massive temperature contrast that we're getting those really deep lows, and that's why we have Storm Chandra affecting us through tonight and into tomorrow. So let's go through the detail of Storm Chandra a little bit more slowly. You can see that it's moving in overnight tonight with these associated rain-bearing weather fronts giving some really quite impactful, heavy and sustained rain throughout tonight and then through Tuesday as well. Very strong winds mixed in there as well. And we have weather warnings, of course, a plethora of them across the UK, but of particular note, a wind warning across the eastern parts of Northern Ireland. And thanks to very sensitive river levels and water levels down in the south where you've seen so much rain recently, we have an amber weather warning for rain as well. That system's going to continue its journey away from us through Tuesday, so it's a wet, it's a windy, it's a highly unpleasant day through Tuesday. It clears into this sort of position towards the east and northeast by the time we get to the middle of the afternoon on Tuesday. Some clearance behind, but a legacy of strong winds and some impactful showers still following in behind. But thankfully, Wednesday is looking a lot more settled. Have a good evening.